What dream am I in? More significantly, is there even a way I can end it? There is no way I'm never going to stop coming across these THX trailers. Today I'm going to talk about another one of these trailers I found. This one is about Oliver and Company. To explain what the movie is, Oliver and Company is a film based on a story called Oliver Twist. Only in that in this movie, Oliver is a kitten. Oliver later becomes adopted by a girl named Jenny Foxworth. Clearly this is about a review of the movie. Like I said, there's a lost THX trailer about it. I was at Burger King eating lunch. My meal included a bacon cane, a side of medium fries, and a Minute Maid pink lemonade from the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine. When I finished eating, I left the restaurant. As I got on my bike, something caught my eye. I looked at the side of the road and saw another DVD. It was an Oliver and Company DVD, but it was THX certified. The cover consisted of Oliver, Dodger, and Rita close to the shop with text being seen in the background. Looking at it, this DVD was likely a THX trailer that M. Kennington made. But because of how interesting the DVD looked, I decided to watch it anyway. I don't remember back home and right in my living room. Before watching the DVD, my dad had informed me that he and my older brother would be going to T-Mobile to get an upgrade on their phones. My little brother was spending the night at my mom's place, and I would once again be spending the afternoon home alone, which gave me an opportunity to watch the DVD while they were away. I inserted the DVD to my DVD VCR combo when it started. It opened with the Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo and went straight to the menu. It depicted of Oliver, Dodger, and Rita in a black background with the THX logo above them. The options were clearly the same as the Monster House THX trailer. The options included play, visit THX, and DVD credits. I pressed play and another warning came up. This lost THX trailer was made back in 2004 for the theatrical release of Resident Evil Apocalypse, despite not being THX certified. It contains underrated scenes that should not be viewed by children. Use at your own risk. Oh crap, not this again, I muttered. The trailer opened with text in a dark background. He said, "Get ready for me to commit some animal cruelty." Text then flew off screen. It then cut to a shot of the THX logo as seen in the Moo Can trailer. Just then, Oliver, Dodger, and Rita walked to the shot. Oliver, do you mind explaining why you brought us here? Asked Oliver. Well, Dodger, this is the THX logo, and we're also here to find the person or thing that killed Fagin. Rita then said, Wait a second, guys. We've entered the hideout of a robot that has killed many people. The doctor said, Goodness gracious, you are right. We gotta get out of here. Now, guys, just relax. I'll be brave and try to protect you for all I can, Oliver said to Dodger and Rita. All of a sudden, Texas Pain chuckling could be heard echoing throughout the background. Did you guys hear that? Rita asked worriedly. Oliver then said, Guys, it's okay. If you ever fear something, I'll be here for you. So why not we trying to find a way out of here before... Oliver's sentence got interrupted by Tex jumping down. Tex said, Hey there, pets. What are you doing at my hideout? Oliver walked towards Tex. Now you listen here. You have murdered a whole ton of people, all because they feared a simple company. What on earth are you thinking? Just wait till we tell the 40s about this, you psycho robot. Oliver spoke. He makes a fairly good statement, Tex. Leave this place or we will call the cops. Tex then said, Do you honestly think you animals can call the police? Well, you can't, because you are not a human. Tex thought evilly after he said that, and then he said, How about we play a game of fetch with the T-Man? Tex pulled out a bear trap from behind his back as Oliver shouted, Let's get the heck out of here! Oliver, Dodger, and Rita began to make a run for it. As Tex kept flying while chasing the animals, he got an idea in his head. I think a knife works better for the female pooch, Tex muttered. Tex then drove down around Rita, which made her startled. He then stabbed her paw with the knife. Rita screamed, only her scream sounded more like as if her actress Cheryl Lee Ralph was screaming in agony. And now I'm thirsty for the blood from a dog, Tex shouted. Tex sinisterly smiled and inserted the knife onto her back very hard. Rita screamed again, but her scream was even more loud. I covered my ears to avoid bleeding. Oliver and Dodger watched in shock seeing the life of Rita being taken out by Tex. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh my goodness. How horrible. How terrible. Oliver whispered. Oliver and Dodger ran away again. Rita had officially died from blood loss. Tex then flew over to Dodger while still smiling sinisterly. How would you like to swim in an orange-like liquid? Tex said to Dodger. Dodger! Oliver shouted, trying to warn Dodger to get away from him. Sorry, dude, but if I'm going to get away from this robot, I had to sacrifice myself. Go without me, Dodger said. Tex opened a portal to what looked like a pit of lava. Death awaits you, Tex said to Dodger. Dodger then walked into the lava. He wasn't screaming. I could see that Dodger was having his skin burning off, which kind of terrified me. Oliver then ran to what appeared to be Tex's bedroom after watching Dodger's niece. He hid under the bed. Oliver stayed as quiet as he could so Tex doesn't find him. What if he notices I'm under here? Oliver said in his head. Suddenly, Tex appeared in his bedroom looking for Oliver. Yoo-hoo, Ollie, Tex said in a sing-song voice. Oliver got a little bit angry by the fact that he was being named Ollie, but still kept quiet. All of a sudden, Oliver bumped his head, which made him say, Ow! Tex then appeared next to Oliver as a scare cord which consisted of a violent screech played. Oliver tried to run out the door, but suddenly was grabbed on by the leg. Tex went outside of Oliver and began flying. What are you doing to me? Oliver asked worriedly. Don't worry, little guy. I'm only going to make your death painful as can be, Tex replied. Tex then took out a remote from behind his back and pushed the button. When he pushed it, a spark trap similar to one from Fortnite appeared. Well, just so you know, not all cats land on their feet, Tex said before he threw Oliver. Oliver was thrown by Tex as he was about to hit the spike trap. Before the spike could make contact with Oliver, the screen cut to black as blood could be heard splattering. However, the show wasn't over just yet. And that got to a shot with like a dark church. Hello? Is anybody there? A voice spoke. Suddenly, the voice turned out to be Jenny Foxworth, Oliver's owner. Jenny looked rather sad and scared, considering how big the church was and how dark it looked. It was unclear where Jenny's dog Georgette was at. Maybe Georgette was killed before the trailer and Jenny didn't bring her along. As Jenny walked around the church, she heard some evil laughter. Jenny jumped at the sound of it and said in a scared voice, Who's there? Just then, Tex suddenly appeared in front of the window across Happy Right. Hey there, Sparky. Looking for your lost pets? Tex asked. Yes. Have you seen them? Jenny replied. Oh, I know where they are. I have killed them. And now you're next, Tex then said. Jenny screamed as Tex pulled out a carbon knife. Jenny began running away as Tex chased her. Before Jenny could reach the exit of the church, Tex got her by the neck and pushed her to the floor. Jenny began to grow tears from her eyes and began crying. Her crying sounded unrealistic, as if a little girl was being tortured badly. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Jenny said in a very sad voice. Don't worry, darling. I'm not only going to hurt you very bad, Tex replied. Any last words before I stab you? Tex then asked. I wish I could repay you, Jenny replied. Tex then took the carbon knife from earlier and stabbed Jenny right into the heart. She let out a blood-curdling scream that was so loud instead of covering my ears, I turned the volume down. After her scream ended, Jenny cried even more as blood began to leak from her heart. Holy fuck, I whispered. Jenny's crying nearly made me cry, considering the fact that it sounded realistic. The scene lasted for 10 seconds, and then it faded to black. Then it cut to the THX logo after 5 seconds. However, rather than being the THX logo from the Mucan trailer, it was the same place where I saw the bright windows take that across. There was unfortunately no screaming deep note, not even the regional deep note either, as all I could hear was Jenny still crying. After 10 seconds, Tex dropped down and faced audience as Jenny could still be heard sobbing. Tex then gave a speech like he always would. Greetings, Oliver and Company fans. The T-Man has committed animal cruelty on 2 dogs and an orange cat. Why? It's because of disrespect to my company. I'm also taking the life of a 7-year-old at the moment. Now remember the golden rule. If you ever fear me, my company, or the villains of Oliver and Company like Bill Sykes, I will come for you one night and murder you in your sleep. Good night. Tex and the sky while eagerly laughing. Jenny's crying had stopped as the slogan dropped down, saying the audience is listening. And then faded to black for 6 seconds. However, before the trailer ended, a close-up shot of Dr. Spooky and a woman in her car suddenly appeared. However, Doctor's eyes were replaced with big black holes and he had bloodstains on his face. In the background was a slow and loud version of Peter Parker's scream from Spider-Man 2, despite Oliver and Company not having any connection with Marvel Comics. After the jump scare ended, it took me back to the menu. Hold on a sec. Nah, forget it. What the fuck did I just see? I muttered. My dad had to ride home by the time the trailer ended. I asked him to watch the trailer and he believed in what I saw. The next day, I smashed the DVD and threw the remains of it in the garbage. I emailed THX and Disney about what I saw. They said that Adam Kennington was the one who made the trailer during his time at Disney. Gee, what's up with Adam these days? Later on, I looked at a portrait of Jenny Foxworth I had on my room to calm myself down. After that, I decided to rewatch the original Oliver and Company movie on VHS. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Just remember this. Don't find any rare THX trailers, because it may be something that Adam Kennington made. The end.